How to fix the Chicago Bears offensive line? That is the question on the minds of pretty much every Bears fan after 2 weeks into the season and seeing our quarterback get sacked over and over again. So what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL, here to talk about the Chicago Bears and here to talk about how I would fix this Bears offensive line, right? We've talked about a lot of problems. Let's give out some solutions here. All right, so if you guys are new to the channel, would appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below. Please make sure you hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video, daily Bears content on the channel. All right, so here we go. What I would do to fix this Bears offensive line. Couple of things I just want to point out as disclaimers here. The Bears could very well just roll into next week with the same offensive line and just say, hey, we got to give them a little bit more time. That could very well happen. And you might see improvement just based off the fact that we're not playing a pass rush as good as the Texans, right? But if you're serious about improvement, if you're serious about upgrades, you need to make some changes here. And there should never be another game in which your quarterback, Caleb Williams, gets sacked 7 times, not for the rest of the season, for the rest of his career wearing a Chicago Bears uniform. Shouldn't happen. So, yeah, they could roll out the same, lineup next week, but they got to make some changes, all right, because we could see the same results. The other thing I want to point out, the second thing, is every move that I'm going to talk about here is going to be internal moves because it's very rare at this point, man, that you're going to get some good free agent signing or some trades. First of all, teams aren't going to be looking to trade offensive linemen, right, because they're hard to get. And the second thing is, free agency, if somebody was good, they probably would have been picked up by now. So to me, probably not much out there. Probably not going to see anything with regards to free agency or trade. So everything I'm going to talk about is internal. All right, so let's get started here. The first move that I'm doing, the very first move is the easiest move of them all. Easiest move, bench Nate Davis. Bench Nate Davis, as he has been an absolute bum to this point. He has been stealing money from the Chicago Bears. He'd probably be in jail for doing that. I'm joking about that, but my point is he really has been bad. We have not gotten one iota of production from him since signing him as a free agent from the Tennessee Titans. He has just never been available, and when he's been available, he's been flat out bad. So bench Nate Davis. The experiment is over. Take your losses. Sit him. Eat the money. I don't care. It's a wrap on Nate Davis. That's the first move. The second move, now that that right guard spot is vacant, you got to figure out who to put there. And I would do a little positional switch here, and I would move Tevin Jenkins over to the right guard from the left guard spot. Now, hear me out. Tevin Jenkins has played at the right guard spot before, so he's got familiarity. And I thought he was better at the right guard spot than he's been at left guard, right? He hasn't been very good either, right? And so that's what I would do. And to me, the interior of the offensive line is the main issue. Obviously, everyone struggled, including Braxton and Darnell Wright. But for now, we're trying to address the interior. So I'd move Tevin Jenkins over to the right side. So now you got a vacant left guard spot. And at this point, I'm doing one of two things. The first thing I'm doing is seeing what's going on with the kid that you just drafted this past draft in Karan Amagi. All right? He can't be much worse than what you've been putting out there. Let's see what we got in the kid. I know you just drafted him, but you did for a reason. If he's not ready, get him ready. All right? Otherwise, I'm going ahead and trying one of my depth pieces here in Bill Murray. Maybe even Matt Pryor. I know he's a guard. And by the way, I know Karan Amagi is a guard as well, but, I know he's a tackle, but you could try it. You could try it. All right? We've seen offensive linemen switch positions before. So essentially, what the new starting lineup would look like, your new starting offensive line would be Braxton Jones and Darnell Wright as your bookend tackles. And then on the interior, you're either going to have Karan Amagi or Bill Murray at that left guard spot. At the right guard spot is going to be Tevin Jenkins. And at the center spot, look, I have not been a fan of how Coleman Shelton has been looking. But we really don't have a better option because I don't think Doug Kramer is going to be much of an upgrade. And I think Shelton played a little bit better than previously when he did in that first game against the Titans. So to me, hopefully just, pray that he improves there. Otherwise, maybe do try Doug Kramer. But that's what I would do in terms of my first sort of iteration to fix this offensive line. All right, so that's what I'm doing. And to me, I think this would be a clear upgrade as far as, what you need. And yeah, there's definitely other things you can do as well, but you have depth pieces that you want to just go ahead and try and see what you can get out of them, because the starters aren't giving you what they want at this point. It's just been flat out bad. I'm sorry, it just has. So just to reconfirm here, bench Nate Davis, move Tevin Jenkins over to the right guard spot, try Karan Amagi at the left guard spot or Bill Murray, and kind of go from there. All right? That's what I'm doing here. I know there's some Bears fans that want to move, Braxton Jones on the interior and put Karan Amagi on that side, on the left tackle side where he's actually a tackle. But it's like, you're really going to move him for a rookie. Same thing with Darnell Wright. Probably don't want to mess up where he's at. I'm chalking up their performances maybe to just a bad game because they usually haven't been that bad. And like I said, the exterior of the O-line has been fine. The edges, it's been the interior that's been the main issue. That's how I would solve it, folks. And I really, really hope the Bears at least make some changes. They don't have to do exactly what I'm saying here, obviously, but just make some changes here for next week, man. And hopefully that should be enough to help Caleb Williams out. So let me know what you guys think. What would you do to fix this offensive line? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.